What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jake, and today we are going to go over 5 dividend paying stocks that I personally own and that are under 20 bucks. So I recently had a friend of mine come up to me and ask, they wanted to get started into investing, and they were looking for stocks that were more on the cheaper side just so they could get more bang for their buck, essentially, right? So today I want to go over 5 of the ones that I personally hold that I would maybe suggest taking a look at and maybe doing some of your own research, of course, but that I personally own and that I put money into, right? So that being said, we'll hop right into this. With this list, though, I will say I did try to look for some stocks that I don't see a lot of people talking about per se on YouTube here. So there are some ones that you might not have heard of. But again, I have money in every single one of these, and I'll explain why I have money in them. So with that being said, we'll hop over into Robinhood. But if you find any information in this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe as well. Check my links down below too, because I did add my Webull down there. I totally can't believe I didn't have it on there before, but now not only can you get Robinhood, Yada, Acorn, but my Webull is down there too, along with my Instagram. So with that being said, let's hop into this, right? So jumping over here to Robinhood, we have Dynex Capital. So ticker symbol is DX. They trade at 1888. One thing I will say is how I organized this list was by dividend safety score. So I use Track Your Dividends, which again is also down in the description as well. And they have a safety score for every single stock that you look up. So I organize this list by how safe their dividend is. So because I am a dividend investor, I want to make sure I organize it by that. So we have DX here. They are a REIT, and that is a real estate investment trust. So they go and buy certain types of real estate, and then they kick back some of that payment back to you. And by law, they have to contribute something like 90% back to everyone, their stakeholders. So as you can see, I do own $226 worth of these guys. These are a relatively new asset in my portfolio. I'm only up $6, but that's fine. That's not why I'm in these guys. But as you see, their real estate portfolio consists of many, many different things. Not only are they in like housing and flexible ARM type of mortgages, they're in also healthcare and hospitality, retail, all of the above. They're founded in 87. I mean, so they are huge. They've been around for a long, long time. They're in Virginia, of course. But the thing I did want to point out here is they do have a dividend of 13 cents. So that is a pretty good dividend for such a cheap stock. So that is what they would say a dividend yield is quite high for such a cheap stock. Now that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. It all depends on what you're looking for. And I hold on to these guys because I am looking for that dividend. And they seem to trade pretty much sideways. So as you can see, over the past couple years, we have the Rona here, and that's been ticking back up. But over the past 5 years, they've been trading relatively sideways, which is, again, totally fine with me. Then we'll go over to my second choice, which is Gladstone Land. Now, again, this is another REIT, and it's also in Virginia. This is another one I own quite a bit of. I do like these guys a lot. They are a REIT that focuses more on the agricultural side of things. They do pay a dividend as well. Their dividend yield, according to Robinhood, is 2.89. So that is one of the reasons I hold on to them. These guys are a more steady dividend. And over the past 5 years, you can see they've got nothing but pretty much up, besides the little hiccup here in with the Rona. But I do own $653 worth, 63 shares. I'm up over 23%. So that is, these guys not only grow, but they also have been paying that nice dividend. And again, that dividend is 4 cents, 4.5 cents per share. So it's not a lot, but that's money that you're getting along with this growth. So it is compounding. So my next stock here is BRG. So this is another REIT, and this is the last REIT, I promise. I didn't mean to fill this list up with REITs, but I apparently love REITs. Now, I have $303 worth, so 27 shares of this. Ticker symbol is BRG. These guys are a REIT that focuses more on apartments. And they are also headquartered in New York. So that is, New York was hit obviously pretty hard by the Rona. A lot of people are leaving New York. So you can see that it has recovered quite a bit, but I think it could go up even higher when there's a high fluctuation of people headed back into New York, which I do predict will happen. But even if it doesn't, if it trades sideways, again, I'm holding on this for the dividend. Now with this one, this is a relatively new holding of mine, so I do not have a dividend payment from these guys yet, but I'm also up $10 with these guys, so I'm not up a crazy amount. But again, I'm holding on to these guys because they have a dividend yield of 5.87. Next up here is SBFG. So SB Financial, SBFG is the ticker symbol. They are $18.88, so a little bit more on that high side of that $20 mark. But I do own 21 of these at $396.48. I'm up $93.73, so that's 30% on these guys since I've owned them. And I haven't owned them that long, if I remember. So yeah, October. I've owned them quite a long time. But either way, they do pay a dividend, which is what I really like to look at when I am picking my stocks. It is only 2.17, so the dividend yield. But that equals out to 10 cents per share. So that is pretty good. So every time I get paid by these guys for every share I own, that's 10 cents. Easy money, easy $2.21 here on the 18 or on the 26, I mean. So that is one of the reasons I invest in these guys. Plus that compounding growth of $93. So, and these guys they're pretty volatile. So there's lots of buying opportunities with these guys. But ever since the Rona hit, they dropped down to 10 and they're 18 now. So that it's almost doubled the money that you could have invested there. But again, I look at these companies for the dividend yield. And these guys have a dividend safety score of 73, just so you know that as well. And finally here we have People's United Bank. So PBCT is the ticker symbol. They are trading at $15.68. I own 12 of them. Again, these guys are a relatively new holding of mine, but they are in the financial sector as well. They have a dividend yield of 4.7, so that is pretty good. I like to stay around 5. I try not to go too high above that, if I did not mention that already. I own $188.16 worth, 12 of these guys. Again, I haven't held them for very long, so I do not have a dividend to show you. But again, these guys have, minus that major dip, they've been trading pretty sideways. Some buying opportunities over the years, but they have shot up since the pandemic has started, or really rocked them in March here. So again, this is a company I would plan to hold long term and hold just because of their dividend, which again is why I invest. I'm a dividend investor. So there you have it. So those are my 5 dividend paying stocks that I am going to hold on to for a very long time, and they're all under $20. So that is awesome, and I hope some of these are ones that you guys haven't heard from before or heard of before. So I just was hoping to get some of those different perspectives on these stocks out there, and I hope that if you're looking for a stock that's under 20 bucks, that this was helpful for you. But with that being said, guys, I hope you learned something. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you are not, and check those links down in the description. But with that being said, guys, peace.